I'm Santa Barbara Baker, and today I'm bringing you one of my favorite slices of all time. It's Roni cups and pickled jalapenos. I feel like that's one of those slices, you know, probably a bigger, oversized, grab it from the little late night corner spot or something like that. But it can be enjoyed any time of the day. For those moments, you know the moments I'm talking about. You need something bold, and Roni cups and jalapenos will get you there. Along with that, we're keeping it, you know, the OG kind of pizzeria shop vibes, a New York style slice if you want to call it that. What you need to build this one, importantly, the Ronis, the Roni cups. I got another Roni how-to video. I'll put the link down below. You can check that out. But what's important here, most of the time, if you're to get on your Roni cup success is using natural casein Ronis. That's what's going to give you cupping. Thankfully, the Roni people out there are listening, and more of the cupping Ronis are showing up in your normal supermarkets. It used to be something maybe you could only get at a pizzeria. That's actually what I got here. I usually hand slice, but I got these ones. These are the Hormel cup and char. They're kind of making their way out. They're the same thing as the Rosa Grande pepperoni that you see in your favorite pizzeria maybe. They cup up real nice. I'm stoked on them. Along with that, importantly, because if that's not bold enough, we need a little bit, I love a little pickled element along with some spice too. So we got the pickled jalapenos. I have an all-purpose pickle recipe up on the Santa Barbara Baker blog, and you can tailor that to whatever kind of veg you got going on. Jalapenos are a classic choice. You can go fresh too. I feel like that little punch of that acid in there, that's super dank, especially for that late night vibes or any time of the day. It's bomb. It's all going along with my world's best tomato sauce that, in this case, when I'm going for that thin and crispy kind of a little more New York slice, I just season it just with some oregano right on the pie. That gets it more of that classic flavor. The cheese, we're keeping it simple today. Got the aged mozz. I just shred a little fine shred of the Parma on there so the mozzarella does not stick together. You buy those swag bags, don't buy that stuff. They coat it in a little starch or something. Don't mess with that. A little parm does the trick. I'm going to get my dough all stretched out. We'll build this thing together, take it for a bake, have our heady, full headband, spicy Roni slice. It's Roni cups. It's sweet, spicy, pickled jalapenos. It's pizza time. I have my natty dough all stretched out. That's my sourdough recipe. It's up on santabarbarabaker.com. I'm always playing around with it. It's a little guide on there to get you guys started on, change it up a little, mix up that flour. I got some T110 and some T70 in the mix today, along with my rye. I always like including a little rye in there. So, this is never going to be the super authentic New York style, but we're going for kind of like a thin and crispy vibe. Hopefully going for that today. Doing a nice little slick of the tomato sauce onto the stretched dough. I feel like going overboard on the sauce is one of the classic moves you make when you're first starting making pizza. You want to go light. A ladle like this is really good to control your portions, and just do a nice little slick like that. And maybe that looks good to me. Let's go with that. For the classic pizza shop vibes, we can just still keep that sauce real simple. That's just the tomatoes rolled up, but then hit it with a little bit of oregano right directly on the pie. You could do garlic in here too. That'd be really nice. But for these late night vibes, man, we're just keeping it super simple. Just shaking from our little oregano jug right here. Nothing fancy. We got the cheese, aged mozz. This again, don't want to go, maybe you like a super cheesy pie, go at it, go huge. But for me, I like to do just a nice, just enough, a nice little splotched look so you get those kind of greasy, malty looks, but I'm saying that all in a good way. It's those Roni chalices will start, giving up that little love grease coming out of the chalice and onto your pizza. Along with those pickled jalapenos we're going to get put on here too. Super bomb. And if you've never pickled before, quick pickles like this are so easy. Check out the recipe up on santabarbarabaker.com. Show you how to do it. And that's another one, you can just start with that all-purpose recipe I got on there and just change up the aromatics or something in there so how you like it. Like these ones, I sweetened it up a little bit so they're a little sweet and spicy. I think that'll be bomb with the Ronis. All right, up next are Ronis. These are a little thinner. They're gonna shrink when they hit the pie, so go huge on this. I'm gonna load it up with all these here. You know, these are those nice cup and char Ronis, super bomb. These go so great with the pickled jalapenos. I know some people throw some pineapple in the mix on here for a late night slice. Like I said, those jalapenos are a little sweet too, so I'm all good, but have at it. I make another one. Check out my pickled pineapple. You do that spicy too. So dank. Really good on a pepperoni pizza. Let's get this thing going. The longer it sits on the marble, the better chance you have it's gonna stick. When it sticks, we're not having a bad time. That's when you get into some trouble in getting it off your peel and into the oven. But I'm trying to do one layer of pepperonis here, so we're getting it all kind of separated. But if you have a ton of Ronis, you can just pile these things on. They all shrink up when they're these nice little cups like this. All right, let's get this going. This is looking good. Now on to the pickled jalapenos. Go as big as you want. I'm gonna go pretty big here. We're not afraid of the spice around the Santa Barbara Baker household. A little kick, for those moments. The moments I'm talking about where you just need, maybe your palate's already blown. I don't know why. Maybe you've been out for the evening. This will just wake it right back up. This is pretty fat. That's looking good. However you like it. Looking bomb to me. We'll separate this one out, getting those Ronis. I'm gonna get this thing onto the peel. We'll get it loaded up into the uni. Watch it bake. Slice it up. It's pizza time. Getting my pizza all loaded up onto the peel and into the oven. I had it cranked to preheat. Now I have it turned down. Just doing one last stretch on the peel here. Always making sure to not get any sauce on your hands, because that's what can make it stick too. And it's one last chance that you can kind of rearrange your toppings here. Always working fast though, because the longer it sits on this metal peel, the better chance it's gonna stick. Look at that. Maybe a little sauce on my hands as I always talk about it, and then I go and do it. That's the way life goes sometimes. Let's get this thing in the oven. Watch this thing bake. Pizza time. All right. This pizza, we're soul baking again today. No timer. We're just looking for the classic sign of the pizza starting to bubble up. Some nice leoparding going on. Making sure that crust sets before we go into the peel. I'm in action now thanks to GI Metal with the sweet turning peel here, part of their little set. Pretty sweet. Keep my eyes on the pizza here. Because we don't, we're looking for headband pizza time. Got to keep your eye on the prize. All right, looking so far so good. That Roni's cupping up. Thinking about going in for my first turn here. Looking really nice. So far, so good. This pizza is looking really bomb. It's looking really hot back there. So I'm gonna go in and turn this again before it burns. Still getting used to this turning peel with the bigger pies. On the smaller pies, it's really easy. You can get that thing spinning, but we're limited space here. I'm always avoiding that back left corner because that's where the pizza can burn. So you got to be careful as you do it. But this is looking super dang so far. Go back in here, you just go and turn. It's a real, once you get the motion, just going in, turn up like this, pull back, that'll spin your pizza. This is looking so dang. I'm into this one. This is an exciting pizza. I'll maybe do one more turn. We'll go into that ultra low zone, crisp it up, finish it off. This is looking so good. Look at that leoparding, really bomb here. Looking pretty good. All right, ultra low zone, clockwise, up to the max point. Push in. Now we're in there. Go past it. There you go. That's how you can finish it off. A little bit lower temps here. Get this thing nice and crispy. Maybe I went a little too quick. I just saw that back corner. It didn't quite puff up with those leoparding spots yet, but I think it'll be okay here. This pizza's looking really bomb. You can peek under here, checking out the bottom. Looking really nice. Roni's cupping so good. Look at that. It's really nice here. We can keep turning it here, but you can see that's that spot that I was talking about. You see that right there? That was probably could have gone for a little bit longer before I went into the ultra low zone. Now we're just really crisping it up. I'm not gonna be too concerned about that. This pie's looking headies. This is gonna be so bomb. This is like, biting into this thing late night or any time of the day when you're in the right mood for a pie like this. This is looking super headies. All right, this thing's finishing up. Why do I say that? Well, look, it's starting to brown all the way around. I don't really like a pale crust. I like a crispy bottom, nice browning all the way around. And that looks like what we got going on here. Look at that. That's looking really nice. Let's see here. You know, I'm feeling it, pulling it up. Feels like it's, you know, falling a little bit. Maybe not quite crispy enough. By falling, it's just like falling over the peel like that. Not fully crisp. So I'm going to keep finishing it here. But, you know, bake how you like. If you like a little lighter bake, pull it out. You know, you like it crispy, go all in. Crispy vibes for that late night. Maybe you like going extra crispy, fully medicated version, go at it. I think this thing must be close to done. Look at that nice browning there. Let's see here. You see how I'm going in, just turning it. It's like a real nice, easy motion. Once you get it, I think this thing is done. Let's pull it out and take a look. Look at that. Oh, wow. We got the Roni cups, the pickled jalapeños, all on the natty classic cheese. You know, this is that corner slice joint vibes. But I guess kind of like, you know, slightly change up. Some sort of hybrid variation like I like to do around here. Always experimenting. Right onto the rack, though. We're hopefully going for thin and crispy vibes here. So put it on the rack. Let that crust fully set instead of steaming on a whatever, you know, a little board. You see what I'm gonna serve it on? I let it rest here first, get it crispy. I'm gonna slice this thing up though. We'll taste it together. I'll meet you at the table. It's pizza time. Look at those chalices of love, the Roni cups. These things cupped up super nice. I love these little thin ones like that. The chalices of love pouring their little grease onto your pizza along with those pickled jalapeños. That's the headies. This pizza's looking straight up headband all day to me. I like the look of it. The bake went well. Overall, uneventful. Just how we like it. Baked up hopefully to a nice crisp. It's loaded up pretty well. We got that, you know, our cheese blend on there. Our Roni cups always going big. You could even go bigger than this, I think, on the Roni cups. Pile them on if you like that. This is one of those perfect pies for those perfect moments, if you know what I mean. When your palate just needs to be racked by intense flavor. Those Roni cups and the spice of those jalapeños. Let's pick it up. Check out how the natty is doing today. Heard a nice little crunch as I was cutting it and also picking it up now. Just like I like. I like to be able to pick up the slice, not have everything fall off like we got going here. It looks pretty good to me. Maybe a little bit dark along the crust there. Could have turned it a little more. But overall, this looks good to me. Dough looks like to be firing pretty well today. Let's get in this thing, give it a try. This is the headies. I'm banking on it. You see this slice of those Roni cups? How could you not love it? I'm into it. Let's give it a taste. This pizza is all love, and by all love, you gotta have it a little spicy. Those pickled jalapeños are coming through in a big way. Boom, that punch. So dank. I'm loving this slice. The crust, the dough tastes so good today. It's tender, crispy, baked up really nice. This is a classic flavor combinations, that little oregano in there perfuming the air for that classic pizza joint vibes. The Roni cups, they cupped up so nice, tasting fire modes in this pie. Hope you guys give this one a try. Let me know down in the comments down below, what's your go-to late night slice? Do you like a little pickled jalapeños in the mix, maybe some pineapple, or what kind of crazy things do you get in it with? The recipe's up on the blog at santaBarbaraBaker.com, where you can find all my firemost recipes, including dough, the world's best pizza sauce. We got all the dank on there. Check out the Instagram, Santa Barbara Baker on there too. Share this video with your friends. Subscribe and like if you enjoyed it. I love you all. Keep baking pizza, dreaming about pizza, living that pizza lifestyle. One love.